What's up, guys? My name is Norrin82, and this is my updated Airsoft loadout. Now, I know I made a video about 6 weeks ago showing my snow Airsoft loadout, which wasn't much. That was for my outdoor snow match I did, just some backyard Airsoft with some friends. But now I've gone to an indoor CQB place a few times, and I've gotten a lot of stuff since then, so I'm going to show you everything. Now first, I have my gun, which is the same as last time, but it's got some attachments. It's a G&G CM16 Raider combat machine. It's got the crane stock, and it has the removable iron sights. And I have a NC Star aim point, red green 5 power setting red dot sight, and a Flaming Pig amplifier, plus a G&G foregrip. Now we'll put that aside, and we will get to the rest of my outfit. We'll start from the head down. I have a Desert Storm Bonnie hat, also known as a sergeant's hat if you don't know what it is. It's in Desert Storm camo, like I said, and it's got the strap. It's just a standard hat, and I'll get to where I got everything from at the end. So that's the hat. I have some goggles, which are XI, just some cheap $30 goggles. They're nice. They fog a little bit. I need to drill some holes in them, but they're pretty comfortable. I have a iron grate face mask, metal grate, that it's got a skull painted on it. It's pretty nice. It does protect from BBs. I've been shot in the mouth many times. The only downside is if the BBs aren't high quality, they'll shatter, and if they shatter, they could potentially hit you in the face. So I would recommend a full mask instead of just this, because it's obviously will protect you more. But you do need one of those to play at any CQB field. You need that and full seal goggles like I have, which is why I have such. And then I have a CONDOR head wrap that I got recently, just came yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday. Today's Tuesday. It's just kind of like a tube of cloth. You know, you can reach through it, see through it, whatever, and you just put it on your head, and then let it lay back against your head, and I wear it because it makes it easier to put the hat on because it slides on, and because I hate the feeling of this strap on the back of the grate mask. So I got that put on. I actually tried my friends and then put that on. Okay, so there's that, and then I have a tan SHEMAGH with skulls on it, sewn on it, whatever. This thing protects against BBs. I have it like double layered over, and then it just protects my neck. It's quite comfortable. It keeps you warm and stuff. Okay, we'll get to the chest rig in a second. Next, I have my VTAC armored hand gloves. They have a hard plastic armor, I guess you'd call it, on the back of the hand, that when it gets shot you do not feel anything, but fingertips hurt, which is kind of a downside of these. There's no protection on the fingertips, but it does make sense, you know, so you can shoot and move your fingers around. And then the thumbs have nothing too, which is bad, but yeah, there's these. I'm going closer. They're nice. Take those off, set them aside. Okay, now we get to the chest rig. This is an OETECH CONDOR tan chest rig. It comes in multiple colors. It comes in tan, black, ACU, woodland, and yeah, that's it. I think it comes in ACU. Not sure about that one. Don't quote me. Yes, there's that. And in my my chest rig, I normally run a pack of BBs, like a whole bag of BBs in this side. One, because it protects me when I get shot there. I don't feel a thing because I have an inch thick bag of BBs in there. I have like a 4,000 pack of Lancer Tactical BBs, I think. Then in this side, I always put my bag, or not my bag, my little container of BBs. I have a 500 pack, which can load up my high cap pretty easily. So I always put that in here, and then I run a speed loader in this one as well for my mid caps. And it's quite handy. Then I have 3 M4 M16 magazine pouches. I'm only using one. That's the one in the center. But I usually actually put them in this pouch, my right, which would be your left, and then put my high cap in this for before and after games. Well, actually, after games, I'll put it somewhere else. But I have 2 120 round mid caps. They're metal. They're really light, even when fully loaded. I don't have a problem with these at all. And then there is a pouch, normally for maps or waivers or your barrel cover, but I put that somewhere else as well. I'll get to that in a second. There's a pouch back here. Behind all these, there's like a little hole, and I put my rubber knife in there. It is a cold steel training knife. I believe this is the SOG edition. Not SOG. It's a combat knife. It's modeled after the combat knife. And there's some slashes in it from Charlie stabbing it with a knife, kind of at a sword fight, only he had a real knife. Yeah, it's rubber. It's a hard rubber. Actually, not that hard. I can bend it and stuff, but it does hurt when you hit someone. And you can use this in games. I like using it. I plan on using it for infection games because it gives you that extra reach to hit someone and get them out. Alright, so that is the plate carrier, and oh my god, I keep calling it a plate carrier. I want a plate carrier. That is the chest rig. Did I miss anything? Oh, there's a radio pouch. I usually just put my cell phone in here because I have an OtterBox on it so it won't break when it gets shot. And I just put it there so I have it on me at all times in case of emergency, whatever. It's a pretty big pouch. You can fit probably any radio except for those huge bulky ones. But if you're going to spend the money, like $200 or $300 on those giant radios, I would recommend getting a better chest rig or plate carrier than this one. And also in the back, I have this X. So I switched these straps right here. I switched both of these around. So I unstrapped this one and I unstrapped this from this side and this side, and then I crossed them. Like, you have to do that manually, and I did that, and then it clips here. And I'll get to why my belt's on the outside here in a second. You do that, and then you just have to lift it over your head. I generally take my arms out first sometimes. No. That's how I put it on. Alright, and next I have my CONDOR dump pouch. It's for spent magazines and such. You just put it in here. I generally empty my mid cap or my high cap once it starts misfeeding, which it does do a lot. I shoot it off for a few bursts and then I drop it and I pull out a mid cap. And plus I always have my barrel cover in here, which is required to have on any field. You have to have a barrel cover to play. And if you can hear, I'm playing Linkin Park in the background. Oh, what's this? BB. Alright, and I have my belt belted, tied around the outside of my BDUs because it's very hard to reach with this because I have a large BDU shirt, and it's hard to get to the dump pouch, and I used to have a sheath for that knife underneath, when it's underneath the BDU, so I just put it on the outside. You can't see it whenever you have the chest rig on. It covers it up except in the back, but no one's really going to be looking at your back unless you're stupid, turning your back to the enemy. Not smart. So there's that. And lastly, not lastly, I have one more thing. I have CONDOR knee pads, quick release knee pads. You just lift it up and it comes off. They're about $10. They're really comfortable. They do slide down once you first get them, and if you have like sweatpants on or something. But after a little while, you do get used to them. Oh, I'm sweating here. All right. And lastly, I just have on. Take it off. Sonoma hiking boots. Sonoma. Yeah. They're hiking boots. They're really comfortable. They're a little bit bigger, and I usually tie them pretty tight, but they're very comfortable, and it's really easy to run in them. Take those off. Why I'm taking everything off, I don't know. But yes, and then I just have my BDU shirt, which I now get to where I got everything from. BDUs, I got them from my local surplus store, Ralph's Surplus in Monroeville, Western PA. Very good place. They have a lot of stuff. So yes, there's that. It's in Desert Storm camo, all of it. I have the pants. And also the hat. Got that there. I'm going to need to get a belt from there that matches, because this one's just a belt I found in my drawer that I just wear. It's just an extra, well, not an extra belt, it's just my belt. And then, here, I'll show you everything and tell you where I got it from. Lastly, CONDOR knee pads, the dump pouch, chest rig, that's it. No, the VTAC armored gloves, and my foregrip for my M4 I got off of AirsoftGI.com. Wonderful site right there. Probably the best airsoft site. And I'll get to something I have to say about them in a second. Not bad, don't worry. And then, oh yeah, and head wrap. Got that from there too. And then everything else, besides my boots, my SHEMAGH, my rubber knife, my two mid caps I got at the place that I play. It's called Valhalla Airsoft in Pittsburgh. It's a CQB indoor place, and they also have a store which is run by Cool Stuff Airsoft, which is where I got my cutlery in airsoft, I should say. They sell knives and stuff, which is where I got my goggles and my face scrape. Boots, got these from Kohl's. No, actually I got them from Dick's. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's everything else. So, yes, oh, and obviously, and I got the aim point and the amplifier, flaming wool amplifier from Cool Stuff, as well as the battery. This gun doesn't come with a battery. Oh yeah, I lost the rubber buttstock, but it's not at all uncomfortable even without it. Usually I have to sit out here because of the battery in it. Yeah. I got the gun off of Airsoft GI, obviously, including, whoa, that does not look good. I was wondering why the mag doesn't like to go in. Okay, whatever. Yeah, got that off of Airsoft GI. Speaking of Airsoft GI, myself and Brian, Norman83, or Commander Fox Fan 2010, we are going to the Airsoft GI sponsored, well, no, actually it's sponsored by all the airsoft companies, but the Airsoft GI Bob vs. Tim Eastern Fronts event in Chesapeake, Virginia. It's gonna be fun. It's 6 hours long. We're gonna have to go Friday and stay overnight. I'm gonna try and see if I'm allowed to miss school for it, because School, schmool, airsoft's more important now. But we go there, and there's 2 games. The first game is 2.5 or 3 hours. 3.5. It's 3.5. Final. And the second game is 2.5 hours. And there's a lunch break in between. But yes, we're going to be there. You could look for me if you're going. If you're going, leave that in the comments down below, because I'd like to meet up with you guys if I could. Get a small team going. And yes, we will probably, most likely be there. I have to maintain my grades, get all A's and B's up until that point. But we're going to be staying on the military reservation because my grandfather was a master sergeant in the Marines and also a Green Beret. And and because of that, my grandma still has a military ID, and she is allowed to go stay on the recreational center, which has like apartments and stuff that people with a military ID can go stay at for very cheap. It's either cheap or free. And then there's like stuff that goes on there. It's right on the bay. It's cool. But yes, so that is my airsoft loadout and information on where I will be playing at next. Well, I'll be playing at Valhalla next for the Halo event, so if you want to go there, let me know, and I'll see you there. But I'm going to be I'm going to be going to the Airsoft GI event, and lastly I'm going to talk about our proposed Airsoft team. We are starting a Airsoft team. We haven't thought of a name yet. It takes a lot of thought. We were going to do Green Mountain Rangers, but as it turns out, they're the biggest Airsoft team pretty much known to man. They're from New York. They're really, really good. They're like all ex-mil and all that stuff. Most M bosses. Yeah, so we're going to be playing. We play a lot together. It's so far myself, Brian, our friend Sam, Canadian Navy SEALs is YouTube. That's our Battlefield 3 name, which is, we're not making that our thing. But, yes, those are, and then our friend Adam, and also our friend Charlie might be. He probably will once we get more people and stuff. But if you want to join, and you live in Western Pennsylvania, and you play at Valhalla Airsoft, or Steel City Paintball, or Steel City Airsoft, I think it's called, sponsored by Amped or something like that. If you play at any of those, contact me, send me a PM, personal message on YouTube, email me at norman82@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment below saying, I'd like to check it out, when are you playing, whatever. And, yeah, we need a name, currently. We honestly can't think of anything. We've been thinking maybe Black Mountain Rangers is what we were thinking, since we can't do green. But, I think that's it, yeah, that's everything. And the music you hear is Linkin Park, no copyright intended, Warner Bros. And Linkin Park, obviously, Mike Shinoda, Chester Bennington, Rob Gordon, so on and so forth. Hold the rights to that song, The Little Things Give You Away. And thank you for watching.